New Hollywood arrived with the video cassette, cable technology, and the shopping mall multiplex cinema. It was the decade of the younger-than-ever youth market, the George Lucas and Steven Spielberg family blockbuster. Powerful talent agencies such as CAA emerged as important power brokers, and a new management at Paramount once again addressed the need for change.
We were TV guys. It was kind of worse than being a deprived ethnic group. We were TV. We weren't invited anywhere. It was terrific. And we just had to do what we did, and we used TV in the pejorative sense of people, like John Travolta and John Badham and Barry Levinson and all of the people today who are the major motion picture people we used back then when they were all like in the ghetto with us. With the exception of Raiders of the Lost Ark, most of our successes were things like Elephant Man and Ordinary People in terms of endearment, and Saturday Night Fever, and I don't know, I can name 10 others. All little movies made with new people, new directors, new actors. We went after the little movie that became the big movie. Our philosophy was, do what everybody else was not doing.
Stewardess, how soon do we land?
Oh, it won't be long now. Try not to worry.
Nowadays, a director like myself gets hired just for the individual project. So it's much more of a free-for-all. What this means, of course, is that talent, whether it's acting, writing, directing, or whatever that's in demand, is able to demand more money. But it also means that there's not necessarily a continuity of style that comes out of one studio, because there are so many diverse talents working. And I think that nowadays, as a result of the discontinuity, there's probably more onus on the creators of the picture than there was in the old days.
The degree of independence that one achieves with a certain amount of success is the true reward. The most important issue of success is to have that freedom to choose your own projects, to be independent of what a studio's conception of what you should do might be.
I'm a director now, and I'm getting $1 million to direct a picture. The actor's getting $14 million. Was he going to listen to me? No, really. When I say to him, Eddie, give me a little feeling. He said, well, I don't feel like it today. Let's do it tomorrow. Everybody's too independent now. The directors are the auteur. You can't even talk to them. They're the boss, and you've got to talk to them. It's tough. I don't care who you are. I don't care who the studio is. In Zanuck's day, they couldn't, because Zanuck would tell them they're going to kill him.
The process is depersonalized. There is no one voice speaking for the studio too often. Meetings, when you consider a script, everything is tested and researched.
The newspaper. Pick a story, any story.
All right. Immigrants protest budget cuts and literacy program.
Human spirit overcoming economic adversity sounds like Horatio Alger in the Barrio. Put Jimmy Smits in it and you got a sexy stand to deliver.
Committees are not very satisfying entities to work off for a filmmaker, and they're not conducive to creative decisions.
How about mudslide kills 60 in slums of Chile?
That's good. Triumph over tragedy sounds like a John Borman picture. You still have a happy ending on it, the script will write itself.
I was just thinking what an interesting concept it is to eliminate the writer from the artistic process. If we can just get rid of these actors and directors, maybe we got something here.
I know every studio chief in Hollywood, personally, and if you have dinner with any of them, the one thing they'll say is, look, business is bad, it's because we're making lousy pictures. Product is mediocre. Part of the reason, the key reason the product is mediocre, is because of the committee system. It never existed in studios until this moment in history.
see Paramount Disney particularly as trying to get back to something more systematic, something more efficient, something more industrially integrated.
Did we just see the beginning of a new life form?
Yes, Captain. We witnessed a birth. Possibly a next step in our evolution.
I wonder.
Well, it's been a long time since I delivered a baby. And I hope we got this one off to a good start.
I think we gave it the ability to create its own sense of purpose. Out of our own human weaknesses.
And a lot of foolish human emotions, right, Mr. Spock?
Quite true, Doctor. Unfortunately, it will have to deal with them as well.
There is a return to integration, but it will never be that kind of vertical integration of production, distribution, exhibition. The fact that a Batman or a Star Trek is as liable to be experienced by people as a video game or action toys or a comic book or a novelization, the way that the system can be integrated now is so much more complicated. Paramount owns the largest book publishing company in the world, Simon & Schuster. One of its largest subdivisions is devoted exclusively to Star Trek. And on that score, one wonders whether the system could ever be as systematic, as efficient, as productive as it once was.
Take us out.
In 1994, Paramount was purchased yet again, this time for $10 billion by Viacom and Blockbuster Entertainment. Now a global media powerhouse of enormous proportions, the takeover shows a new confidence by big business in the major studios and their ability to reassert their power and influence.
They've created a giant cultural imperialism where they've managed to make, where one town virtually has managed to make its cinema world cinema. The Hollywood system is the best system to screen your movie. It may not be the best system to make your movie in, but certainly is the best system to deliver it to an audience with one of those stamps stamped on the front of it.
You have to have the kind of resources that a Paramount has, or a Warner's, or a Universal, to weather a period of what could be big losing films. And with a consolidation of power with the major studios, I think it's inevitable that the studios will begin to put more people under contract so that they're in a better competitive position, that they don't have to bid on the open market.
And looking back on it now, we really had it very good in those days, because now it really is a rat race. And I'm glad I'm not connected with it.
The new system demands success. It rewards it, but it punishes failure as well. That's the answer. That's the soundbite.
Nice job of cutting, Tom.
Thank you, Mr. Shields.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Beautiful production. Beautifully written, Jim. Beautifully produced.
Harry, tell Chapman his photography is perfect.
Beautiful. Wonderful, wasn't it?
And congratulate Walter on his sets, Lucian on her costumes, and Boris on his score.
Yeah, I like the music.
And tell the director he should have his head examined. He shouldn't have shot the picture, he should have shot himself.
Domnilor, somnul vă este tulburat din cauza urinărilor dese de peste noapte? Ziua aveți aceeași